Alright, welcome in, Acolytes, to another live stream. So today we're going to be playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. So this is a game that I've also heard about quite a while back, and I haven't had a chance to play it, but I know that Phoenix Wright and Ace Attorney are a very popular series because this is basically kind of, you know, a template for a lot of memes where a lot of people like using the objection meme or the hold it, or they just like making videos about Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth just talking and debating about random things, and it's always funny. But I would like to try to play the original source, so that's why we're here to solve the case, essentially. So yeah, welcome to the stream, Josh. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Just gonna go ahead and enable the volume. Usually for games, I always like to enable the volume. Or just disable the volume so it doesn't get in the way of the background music. Okay, let me go ahead and turn this up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the background music and then use the in-game music. I think this should be a good amount of volume. If it's too quiet, just let me know. I might set it to full volume, see if that does any good. There we go. All right. Before we continue though, I do want to go ahead and set up my game. Just make sure everything is good. Alright, we are playing on windowed mode and not full screen, because the way that this game works is that if you put it on full screen mode, it will minimize whenever you click away from it, kind of like The Walking Dead, except I can put it on windowed mode and it won't go away when I click away, so that's good. Alright, this is the I guess the key bindings. This will be useful. Let's see, options and title. So confirm is enter, cancel is backspace, present is E, press is Q, court record tab, profiles evidence R. Okay, I think the default controls are just fine. Story mode. Change to story mode where everything, including solving cases, will proceed automatically. Turning this mode on will switch autoplay to story mode. Achievements cannot be earned in story mode. So basically, the way that story mode works here is like, it'll just play through the game for you automatically, which I don't want it to do that because we want to be the ones solving the case, right? So we're not going to turn on story mode, because this is like, if you just want to watch the game play itself, then yeah, you would turn on story mode. But we don't want that, so we're just gonna leave that off. But it seems like everything else should be good, so yeah. Let's get into this. Alright, saving the content. There we go. We also have a gallery here, but we'll take a look at that later. Alright, starting a new game. Play. So we can play, because this is the trilogy, you can play different games. You can play the original Ace Attorney, Ace Attorney Justice for All, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. So that's why it's called the trilogy, right? There's 3 different games. But we're gonna go through and just play the original Ace Attorney and just go from there. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Let's do it. Alright. We do have to keep in mind that there is no voice acting except for cutscenes, so we'll go ahead and just kind of read through some of this, you know, some of the dialogue when it comes through. Let's see. Damn it! Why me? Can't get caught. Not like this. All right. Well, we have our culprit. That's for sure. I gotta find someone to pin him on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. No, that's kind of how it usually goes. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Oh, you made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick. You gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Oh? That's all it says. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Nice name. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Alright. Sure. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And that I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. At least his name isn't Harry. Yeah. Well, he got lucky on that aspect, that's for sure. And that's what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hand shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim's name? I knew this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up for this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time. Gotcha. Alright. Cindy. Cindy's autopsy report. That's her name. Yeah, that's her full name, by the way. Cindy Autopsy Report. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block? Yo. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit by a blunt object. I can tell that from the cutscene. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well done. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Okay, statue. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Statue added to the court. Right. Okay, got it. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Alright, let's hope we can do this. He looks so confident. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Larry should just admit. Well, we're here to defend him, Josh. I don't think he did it. I trust him. Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before the murder, or the day before she died. Okay, the victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Got it. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Alright. Daddies. Sugar. Yes. Older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? No. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? G-Dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Nope. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh, you went. What do I do? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. In the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit, Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. I gotta get used to these names. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Witness testimony, witness account. Here we go. Okay, we gotta pay attention to this one. This is important. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Alright, here we go. So electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Got it. Now, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions in the court's records and the witness's testimony. Then once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab and point out contradictions in the testimony. Got it. Alright, so now we gotta start actually doing the cross-examination. Alright. So I can't press for stuff, but let me just kind of go through and see like which statements I can press on. Door-to-door selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Let's see, let's press on this. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd that you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture, of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? He must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Let's press on that. Let's just press everything, why not? Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd. In a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Okay, let's try this. Let's press this. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. How did Pink cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Why don't we just press everything? Press his entire statement. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no. I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that wouldn't look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Okay, that seems fine. I thought to call the police immediately. That seems reasonable. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Let's try this. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Okay, hold on. Well, we don't have a picture of that, but I was gonna say, if there's a picture of the phone in the apartment somewhere, we could use that. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Alright, what time did you call again? I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. Okay. So he made the call at 1. Interesting, okay. I'm just trying to keep track of, like, all the information here. So there's a blackout between noon and 6 p.m. Got it. Hold on. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. Got it. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. I mean, the only thing that has to do with time is this thing here. Objection! The evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that and the evidence just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think your facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. The time was exactly 1 p.m. Oh. Here it is. Okay, it wasn't the blackout record. It was this. It was this because like the time of her death was at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. But he called at 1, which was before it even happened. Objection! Got it. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that? Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright, let's do this. Here we go. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought that it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Great, okay, here we go. No. No. I understand now. Okay. He said the TV was on at 1, but according to the evidence here, there's supposed to be a blackout from noon to 6. That TV couldn't have been on. I got him. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Alright. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Okay. I gotta present the blackout one. Let's see. Coming from the television. I want to say it's this one because, like, again.
Objection!
I think we got it. Yeah, there you go. I think if the sound stop, like, if there's no sound, then we got it. Hold her right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah. The defense has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It, must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Okay. Well, what kind of tomfoolery is he gonna make up this time? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. He saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The victim used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay, hold on. I gotta go over this. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Hold it!
The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Hold on a minute. Okay, here's what I think, right? It says statue. Like, yes, if you look at it like here, right? You can see that it could be a clock. But they wouldn't really know that it's a clock. Because, like, if it doesn't tell the time, then they wouldn't have known it was a clock. It's just, if anything, it just looks like a statue. How does he know that it's a clock in the first place? Unless he's the one who held it and knew. But from a distance, he wouldn't know.
Objection!
Wait, just a minute or moment? The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may, yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I admit it. I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Wow. Okay, let's go, Phoenix. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so stern about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never... Look, the clock... I heard no. I mean, I saw... Ah! Shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. He's lost it. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright? Your Honor, you claim the sound the victim heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. Let's see. In fact, which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ugh. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happened. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Well... Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Oh, Mia's stepping up. I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah. I know why. Because the victim went to Paris, right? And so the time zone in Paris is different from the time zone in Japan, right? I'm assuming this is in Japan, or maybe Japan. I'm not sure, but yeah, Paris has a different time zone than Japan does. So that means that the only reason why it would be 3 hours slow is if the victim set the clock to match Paris time and then forgot to set it when they came back because they just came back, and then like usually we don't set our clocks right away, and this clock is like one of those clocks that doesn't automatically have the time setting thing based on time zones. So because of that, we get lazy. We don't set our clock. That's the reason why. That's my conclusion. I got it. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. This one. Yeah, the victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Ugh. Dude, he foamed at the mouth. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and taken away. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Whoa, let's go. We did it. We saved him. And with that, this court is adjourned. Oh, there you go. Alright, I mean, we made one mistake, but you know, we did good. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman, check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Yikes, he's still guilty in my eyes. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby Number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end in such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If he's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Ah, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Wow, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? It was so I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Let's see. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah. Right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, present the statue. Right? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump there. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. Okay, let me read the thing here. I saw your chat, but I didn't read it yet. Okay, I figured out my chance of good play in Omega Strikers is 30%. Bad play 50 and 20% somehow fumble so bad there's no way to save the round. You know, I mean, the more you play, Josh, the better you'll get at it. So I mean, it just takes practice. You know, if you practice like your aiming and practice like your timing, then you can make your chances of a good play go even higher. It just basically takes like muscle memory. You just have to develop the muscle memory and know like what to do in what situations. I shot the core back at the goalie in the span of 0.1 seconds by teleporting. Yeah, I mean, it happens. So, I mean, it's a learning opportunity, right? So now that you've seen it happen, you know not to do that again. So, yeah. Alright, anyways, and she took it with her when she arrived. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Well, that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Or, yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh, man. Well, there you go. We solved our first case. One mistake, but we won. We did it. All right. A brand new episode has been added. All right. Save progress. Yep. We can go ahead and save in the first slot as usual. There we go. All right. We're only 45 minutes into the stream here. I'm assuming that the second case is probably going to be a lot longer because the first case is more like a tutorial, right? Second case is probably going to be a lot longer. If we end the second case around like 2 hours, then I'll just end the stream there because I'm going to assume like each case is going to take like quite a bit of time. So, you know, like the tutorial case is fine. I'm not worried about that because I knew it was going to be short. Because like, you know, they don't want to span out the tutorial so much. But in terms of like cases going forward, they're probably going to be a lot longer now. So similar to how I did The Walking Dead, I don't want to cut, you know, the stream in the middle of a case. I'd rather just do the case in one full sitting. So whenever we get to like around the 2 hour mark, and we finish the case, then I'm just gonna end the stream there, and then we'll pick up the next case whenever we come back. So yeah. All right. Back to the story. Bring. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia. What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. No, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz around about this upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what of it this time? What is it this time? It's a clock. Clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you know I'm only teasing. No, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner, something good. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Just so they recorded this conversation. Interesting. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye and co-law offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not my, cogniferous. Are you not coniferous of my, I don't even know if I said that word correctly, of my back? I've never seen that before. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Dang! Yo! Red, white, blue. So it was used. So the thinker statue or the clock was used to murder someone, and then it was used to do that again in the very next case. Okay. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye and Co. Law offices. So this is when Maya's supposed to arrive. Oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. This is heavy. It makes sense people use it. Okay, but like use it as a weapon twice in a row? I mean, I like in terms of using it, maybe use it as like a paperweight or something, but if it's that heavy to where like you can just like smash people's heads in with it, dude, what did Larry put in that thing? Because Larry was the one who made it, right? What did he make it out of to make it that heavy? Bro must have used like concrete or something. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia. Maybe she's in her office. Examine. Oh, I get to examine? Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay. I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if the chief's okay. Move. Into the office. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to examine. That smell. Blood. Sob. Sis. Someone's there. Oh, okay, that's Maya. Okay, I've definitely seen Maya before. I've like there's a few like gameplay clips I've seen of Phoenix Wright. Yeah, she's familiar. Chief? Chief. Okay, she definitely looks like traditional. Because the clothing. Who are you? Oh. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Where's all the blood, though? He said he smelled blood, but like I don't see any blood on the ground. Okay, let's examine. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Okay, so, yep. The thinker's just getting added right back into the evidence pool. There's some glass shards on the chief's body, or near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? The word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Well, there's a few more things that we can examine. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon again. It's painless to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. It looks like she was hit with the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. Are you supposed to call the police before taking evidence? Yeah, I think that's the standard procedure. You're supposed to call police, and the police are supposed to take care of the evidence. And then, like, I mean, well, the thing is, like, we're in a lawyer's office. Yeah, the police would be the ones to gather the evidence. Because if we touch anything, then that makes us part of the crime scene. If you get what I mean. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Okay. There's a large building right across from the office, the Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. The chief's chair, a simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, huh? Too. Okay, hold on. Is there any more? Anything that's highlighted yellow is something that I have to check. Seems like we're all good here. Yeah. Oh, there's more. Okay. The Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Right. I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick. What was that? Someone screamed from the outside of the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Great. Okay. Phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. What's this? All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. I think this is all we got. I think we got all the evidence. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Oh, yipes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fay. Maya Fay. Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. I want to get through probably like Maybe there's some, yeah. I want to get through the dialogue options first because I'm kind of afraid that like if we present the evidence that it will just move the game forward, and I want to get as much information as I can. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, she was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay, so that's all the dialogue we can do. So, anything here we can examine? Oh, we can examine a few things here. The reception desk. I usually sit here. A small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. You couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you wanted to. Few can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. The door in the chief's office is slightly open. I better not touch the doorknob. A large painting. I guess you call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. This sofa is for clients. It's leather, a real luxury model. That should be everything, right? Yeah, seems like it. Okay, let's present the evidence now, because if we move, it's just gonna move into the office again, which we already did. Okay, let's present this. Take that! Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Oh, it says write my name. Now I've done it. Oh, here. Oh, the police are here. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Oh, hello there. Gumshoe. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe. What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. No. Whoa. Excuse me. Eek. The word Maya here, does this word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Dang, Gumshoe is direct. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk with Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitors room. Wow. They have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. You look so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? Quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. Okay. Did I read that wrong? When I find the person who did this, I might have read that wrong. Alright, there's something I want to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. Hey, yo, she's an acolyte. No way. That's my uniform, you can say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold onto a piece of evidence for the upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. The clock shaped like the thinker, the one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Oh, dang it, I skipped over one. Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. The detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure. Thanks. Okay. So, a conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. That's her memo. So you're an acolyte, or medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her power was first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Oh, can't you connect Mia's spirit then? We could just ask her. Ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering. Could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I were ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think you can go ask him to represent me? I'll do it. Yeah. Sure. Why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial is tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. But if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon, and visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right. I'll be back. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing is all I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for the upcoming trial. Thinker. That's the Thinker statue that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murder weapon. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off, and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay, I think that's everything that we could, do. So let's go ahead and move to the Grossberg law offices. But in reality, basically, something like this would never happen in reality, where you have, like, you get arrested and then you have a trial the next day. That never happens because typically the way the process goes, I'm not a lawyer myself. I don't know anything about law or law school, but I know for a fact that you don't just get arrested and then go to trial the very next day. Typically how it works is like you get arrested and then over time they need to get evidence and then eventually like and I mean eventually like not in the span of a few days, not a few weeks. Sometimes trials don't happen for a case with like until a few months or a few years. So the fact that this is happening the next day is nuts. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention running an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Let's examine some stuff here, shall we? Shall we? A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. This guy must be rich. You know, I can tell someone here has money to burn. Okay, I think that's everything that we could do. Yeah. So the lawyer is not available, so we have to go back to her. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Okay, right here. I didn't know where else to move. September 6th, Fay & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Do I know you from somewhere? Wait. You're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven guilty, or he was proven innocent. Right. And you were Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Alright, let's talk to Gumshoe first. About Miss Fay. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Okay, Mia's autopsy report. Time of death at 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Didn't Maya say she arrived like later than 9 p.m.? So that means like that's one thing that we can say to like kind of offset the pressure from her. Because if the time of death is at 9, but she arrived at like 9:05, then she couldn't have been there. Okay, let's talk about Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Ah, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth's on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Yes, we are going to take on Miles Edgeworth this time. Okay, so let me go ahead and examine a few things here. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Achendilan stricta, pal. What's that? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. There's a horrid amount of legal books here. Scarier is that Mia probably read all of these. Okay, so that's everything that we can examine. That's good. Let's get that out of there. Okay, so then I think we can show Gumshoe some stuff. Maybe have him talk about a few things. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? It's the murder weapon. That's the murder weapon. He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. Try the broken glass? There's broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that? Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. This one? There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Well, the thing is, right? It says in her autopsy report that her death was instantaneous, which means she died instantly. If she died instantly, how did she have time to write this? Something's fishy here. Something's fishy. I should probably review this. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Think you can give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh. He's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. A cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend. A cell phone holds a lot of little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There wasn't any suspicious call records in there, after all. Seems like he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Okay, so we got the cell phone back. That's good. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You're all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Very creative name there. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've already sent her home, or you sent her home already then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not going to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. One more thing I want to present to him, just the autopsy report. Thanks for this. Don't mention it, pal. When it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto. I don't know how I feel seeing everything written up like this. It makes Mia's death seem so routine. Okay, that's all we can do. Let's head over to the Gatewater Hotel. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're a lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say anything to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. Remember to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I could hardly contain myself. Let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Well, right, you're gonna have to cross-examine her. I mean, I feel like the game is just gonna lead me down the path to make Phoenix Wright, you know, the one to do it, because who else would do it? Alright. What's that? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. What's inside? Cough. Maybe later. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my full knowledge. Still seen painting. Wait. Should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must have been staying with her. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Okay, I think that's everything that we can do. Yeah, seems like it. Alright, let's have a conversation here. What do you witness? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. No, observe, incident. You sound like a lawyer in the movies. Not like a man with a big vocabulary. Well, better not encourage her. Or, you know that thing that occurred, you know that thing that occurred, did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me. Pretty please? Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Hee, you know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, teehee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is there someone here staying with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, huh? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Okay. So that's all the conversation we can have. Maybe we can present some evidence here. So she probably wouldn't know anything about this. Maybe we can bring it up though. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness. You understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? And a witness. I'm just like in the movies. Let's try that with the glass. Okay, so the glass doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. Okay, can I ask about the autopsy at least? No? Okay, and then she wouldn't know anything about the cell phone or this, so yeah, I doubt we're gonna get any more information. You can't talk anymore, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. We'll have to go back to the detention center to meet up with Maya. Your family. What about your family? I only knew my sister. Or only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. Feel bad for her, all by herself, up on that mountain. So, who is this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir, everyone was talking about it apparently. Police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium? Did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White? Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Okay, so I'm missing something then. Oh wait, I gotta give her back her phone. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say. Can I listen to my sister's voice? Here we go. Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Okay, can I give her the autopsy report? Okay, so I can't show her the autopsy report. So I'm definitely missing something here. Can I go back to Grossberg? See if he's back yet? Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. Ahem. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I ever heard. You're the one they say has been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes. Well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually it's about Maya. Oh, he looks nervous. Yes. Maya Fey, go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How do you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyways, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What did I tell Maya? How could you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon? But could you leave now? I got nothing more to discuss with you. He was nice to us at the beginning and now he's just all mean. He's like, get out of my office. Alright. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my technique in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? I could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite the painting. Aha, you noticed. That's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Alright, let's present some evidence to him. Or is there more that we can check now? Or is it still the same as before? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can check. Alright, let's present some evidence. Very sorry, but I have nothing to say on the matter. Try this one. Okay, the cell phone doesn't work. Autopsy report. Okay, so nothing works. Nothing here works. Alright, I'll have to go back to Maya at the detention center. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention center, visitors room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Or... I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Press go home? The case just ends? The game is over? Game over. No. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... Let's see... I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know I've been there a long time ago. Just go home. You're gonna make her guilty. Well, we'll see about that, Josh. Let's hope I don't make mistakes here. But I mean, look, we can make a few mistakes, but let's just not make too many mistakes. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Alright, we gotta fight it. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of there. Get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looked like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. What was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look in the drawer that she got all defensive. Has to be something in there. Okay, is there any more? Can I go back to her apartment and check? So, yeah, the dialogue is leading me to go back to that hotel room. Oh, good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've come to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you'd like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! It seems like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself. Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Gah, you came back quick. I asked you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Okay, the thing is, we gotta look inside this drawer. The screwdriver is sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? So, okay, so she has a wiretap. Interesting. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all of this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy? Still there? Oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Alright. Going strong, going strong. So that section's finished. The case is not finished though. We're still on the case. But let's keep going. Alright. The day of the trial. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. And no, there's Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. How's Edgeworth? I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If I may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. She looks so confused. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I am a detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Okay, so murder scene, the Fae and Co. Okay, so they had the map plan for this. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Okay, here we go. Witness testimony. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Hey, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we're gonna press on every single statement. Witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Here we go. Yeah, we're just gonna press everything. I rush to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal. Don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. People there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how we got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us who the 2 people you found in the crime at the scene were. Yes, sir. Okay. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb knack will only get you so far. With her, wait. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Oh, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my options to press with a little more care. No, we're just gonna press everything. Why is that? What's your reason? Oh, we had a witness. Okay. Hold on just 1 second. Oh, the music stopped. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence? What? Miss Faye isn't suspicious? Or Miss May isn't suspicious? And she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written in a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. No. The death was instantaneous. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Alright, I got you, Gumshoe. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify this vital piece of evidence for the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright, I know exactly where I want to go with this. So, I'm pretty sure the statement I'm looking for is this one right here. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. But like the autopsy report said she died immediately.
Objection!
There we go. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. What? No butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after, right? We didn't get the day of the murder, because the day of the murder was 9. It was already late. We got it the day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? Oh, this is the line. This is the line. Yo, he said it. The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. That's one of the most famous lines in Ace Attorney. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there was a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham, the detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report, huh? I thought, Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you. Handing in the wrong report like that? I'm sorry, sir. You're at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Okay, so now the evidence. Yo, jumping Gumshoe for no reason. Hey, look, he gave me an outdated report. Well, I mean, it was dated during the time when I got it. It's only that Edgeworth got a new report. But yeah. Okay. So now we know that it could have been, maybe you're the outdated report. I don't know. The prosecution would like to call this next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Wild wearing that to court. Witness, your name please? April May. At your service. Okay, alright, that's a bit too much. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room, teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right. Big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Alright, here we go. Witness testimony. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman like dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Okay. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. I hate reading her lines. Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony now was quite firm. Do you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright, we're gonna just press on the statements. There's a lot to go through. Oh, there's actually only 5. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why'd you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out the window at that time of night. Ooh. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl. Order, Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked out the window, what did you see next? Okay. The woman with long hair,
That was Mia Fey. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? Okay. Press that one. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girly physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Gotta be careful about this choice here. So the body is here, right? The body is here in the center, because that's what Gumshoe told us. And I'm assuming this window is like what you can see through the window. So she can definitely see it. Could she have seen it? If the body is here... You got this? Okay. I'm trying to piece the evidence together. I don't want to be wrong about this. You saw... Because you saw nothing, you're lying. I feel like this is like two of the same statements. But if you saw nothing... Then that means that... Okay, I think it's better if I say you saw nothing and then present this as evidence. You saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Ugh. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Someone tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay, if you really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, that's right! That's right! Because she wears, like, these spirit medium clothes. But yeah, like, if you were... She would have noticed the clothes before the actual, like, physique. You're right. Okay. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis, except for her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way on the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Wait, roar? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Oh, I'm not reading that. Your testimony again, if you would. I almost had her. Okay. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. And that clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think, well, the accuracy of my report not does the accuracy of my report not startle you, teehee? Okay. I think I get an idea. Let me see. Well, if she ran right, there is like open space. If she ran right. Because the way that the picture was, if she's looking at it from here, then yeah, if she ran right, there's like open space on the right. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. All right, I've got to press some stuff first before we continue with this. Okay, I don't need to press that. This I need to press. I need to press this one. Is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Right. Okay, we got right, Mr. Wright. Right hand. Okay, so many rights here. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. How convenient you remember her hippie clothes. That's what you... I mean, that's what she was wearing. Oh, her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? That weapon. Okay. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony? Well, I don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Okay, so I think what we should do here is probably present the picture on the one where it says run right. This one. This statement here, and then we present this picture here.
Objection!
That's not it. Dang it. Duh, I don't see anything contradictory, huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations. Okay. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. So it's not this. Okay, what part of her statement is contradictory? That's not it. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that object. I saw it, I did. The clock, statue... Clock the thinker, I think. What part of this is... Okay, so we know it's a clock. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, like... Let me see here. Okay. How does she know it was a clock, though? I mean, we know it's a clock here, right? But here's what I'm thinking right now, right? If I look at like the message between Maya and Mia, if you notice, it says right here that the clock isn't talking right now, which means that there should not be anything in there because she took out like the components, right? So it shouldn't really look like a clock. It shouldn't work like a clock. It should just look like a paperweight. But from that distance, all the way up there, can she really know that's a clock? This is tough. I can only make 1, 2, 3. I can only make 4 more mistakes.
Objection!
That's not it. Would you usually mention the statue before the clock? Maybe. Okay, I'm starting to lose this. Okay.
Objection!
There we go. Okay, so I have to present the statue first. Miss May? What you said now is quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, okay. Alright, you just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that but just by look. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can't tell from that distance. She's all the way across the building, like all the way across the street.
on the other side. Another person in a much similar position as you recently called us a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with... You've caught murderers. You've caught one. Phoenix Wright, you've caught one murderer. Singular, not plural, please. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. Welcome to the stream, RJ. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. Nope, nope. The message between Maya and Mia clearly says the clock wasn't working. I've got her there. I've got her there. No, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hehe. The law office of Faye & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is unconceivable that the clock in question rang. Let me answer this correctly, by the way. I need to make sure it's not broken. I don't think it's empty, right? She took out the parts. No? I had to take the clockwork out. It's empty in there. Yeah. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly just take a look right now? Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is, as the defense says, this clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Well, Miss May? Hang on, what was Edward cooking this time? Tisk tisk. Quite the show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed is the phone. Because it says the phone right here. So, hold on. Does it say when the conversation took place? No, it doesn't say when the conversation took place. But it says in there... No, it does. It does. September 5th. September 5th. September 5th. It says right here, the clockwork... I had to take the clockwork out. That's it. This has to be the evidence.
Take that!
There we go. We got it. Okay. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this is my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it?
good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Hold on to a think. So you want me to hold on to a thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time it was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Ugh. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Yes. That is not. You cannot find that in a store because Larry made that clock himself. That is an original one of a kind. You cannot find that in a store. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce as evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here, that isn't here, is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. No, excuses are not on sale today. Dang! Dude, she went berserk. She is like on fire. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Ugh, okay. Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. Because she wiretapped us. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. Have a look at this. Oh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense clearly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if it was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was the clock. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon is a clock is right here, right? Like, is it not on the phone? Is it not the phone evidence itself? The proof that the victim said on the phone that the that the weapon was a clock is on the phone, is it not? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yo, crazy. The evidence that was said on the phone is the phone. Yo, that's crazy. All right, I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May? Shut up, all of you. you lawyer. It's no fair, all of you, ganging up on me like that. I'm not reading that. I did it. The court has seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. No, well she didn't murder Mia. But like the guy did. Well, we saw in the cutscene that he did. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped your phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does this leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya might be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool, you fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Okay, well, very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He has his whole teacup set and everything, and the cookies too. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his Wait, he's not putting it down? Okay. Very, very good. Alright. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. If he delivered it at 9, and like, if he, okay, hold on, wait. Does it say when the murder happened? Did it happen at 9 exactly? Because like, if the murder happened at 9, but she was getting her iced coffee at 9, then she couldn't have seen it. Whatever. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I hope this is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Okay, here we go. I'm the head bellboy at the Flying Gatewater. Okay, that doesn't really help us. Here we go. This one. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Then I saw them. And the point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? See, 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If the murder took place at 9 and she's receiving coffee at 9, how can she see it? Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy? Indeed, I like the iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? I want to press this one. You're sure it was Miss Abelman herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embrasser, not embarrasser. Embrasser. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prime demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's not good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. A bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edward. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is it. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Oh boy. Okay, bed making does not make sense. Room service or check-in? It's probably the room service, no? What? Because like the check-in, I feel like the check-in doesn't have anything to do with this. It's got to be the room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? Exactly 9. I delivered room service to Miss May on room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know? For 2? For 2? Hold on a minute. For 2? Who's the other one? What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Objection! I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Wait. Okay. He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, yo, he just outed Edgeworth. All right, give me 1 second. Sorry, I just have to turn my light on right there. Yeah, dude, he just outed Edgeworth for like for basically Edgeworth basically told the bellboy not to say anything, and now he just outed him. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checking to a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see the man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Will you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person? Simple, it was not the bellboy, not Miss April May, it was the man with her. The man who checked in with Miss May. Ooh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other men in the court. Ooh. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That's all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Okay, so the case is not solved, but we're extending it to research the guy who checked in with April May. Wow, dude, this is getting interesting. September 7, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. The face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. Great. I got another great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that? For all that anyways. I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center right now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there was only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Okay. Well, we're so close to solving this. I think, yeah, let's just continue. Like, I think we're on like the right track here. We still have a little bit of time, but I'm willing to go a little bit over just to finish this case. September 7, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center, visitors room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me at such a dank place like this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask me then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally wrecked? Okay. That man. About the man who stayed in the room in the hotel room, yeah. Can you tell me more about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom feeding scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom. I can tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or against me? Okay, let's present some evidence here. Can I show her this? Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. But get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Okay, is there anything I could... I mean, I could just present the wiretap. None of this is really helping. Yeah, I mean, I could present this infinitely. Because I don't lose anything from questioning it, so... Yeah, so nothing here helps, and I doubt the attorney's badge is gonna do anything for me here. Okay. I don't think going here will do anything. Let's go to the Gatewater Hotel. September 7, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Oh, rep? Yes. Our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderers used a wiretap. We can change the premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, You're our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her, she'd do it. I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same, ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? Did you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. On that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Okay. I doubt... I mean... I don't think he'll know anything. Yeah, I doubt we'll get anything from him. Like, if I present him evidence. It doesn't hurt to do it, but like... Still. Okay, all of this is now cleared out again. Okay, nice weather. Ah, we plan to install a telescope in the window, of course. Just $5. We'll earn you a 3-minute of a view to kill. Just kidding, sir. Okay. Huh? Screwdriver's still stuck in that drawer. Ah, please. The drawer of terror, hiding place the murder's wild wiretap. It's said to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious, I don't believe it. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. Ah, a still scene painting. Still life, whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Okay, we've seen some of this dialogue before. A bottle and 2 glasses. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. It will be famous. The talk of the hotel. And this guy just wants them like make money. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Okay, so... Yeah, so we talked to him. Let me just present evidence, I guess. Yeah, okay, so he won't give me anything. So we went to... I don't think Grossberg will help us. There's no point in going to Grossberg. Let's head back to the office here. September 7, Fay & Co. Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there's any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Favorite potted plant. Guess I'll have to water it now. This guy's blue and so am I. Yep. Yeah, all this seems familiar already. No movie poster. Apparently it was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. Yep, so we already know that. Mia's desk, perfectly as always. Only thing missing is Mia. Yep. Okay. You can cram in more legal books in here if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Oh, here it is. No, I'm just imagining things. Oh, never mind. I thought we had something going there. All right, well. Oh, we can get back to Grossberg? What would going back to Grossberg give us? Huh, looks like Grossberg's out today again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Wait a minute. There's a picture. There's a picture on the desk. What's this? Old photos? There are 2 lying here. Something's been written on the pencil on the back. DL6 incident. Exhibit A. DL6 incident. Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo, and it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph. Okay. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch... I should swap it with the one I took. I think I'll swap them. Okay. And then everything else is kind of irrelevant.
Okay, so now that we have that photo, I can go over to the Gatewater Hotel and show him the photo. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that's the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write affidavit, swearing that's him. An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Have him write it. Well, sure, why not? Yes, I've always wanted to write. Okay, yeah. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the... Just hurry up and write it. Nice, okay. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Got it. Okay. So now that we presented that, we can go over back to the detention center and you again. Can't take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, it's my fault now. You know how you don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Alright, so we're gonna present this photo to her. Have a look at this. Look, I said several times not telling you. Where did you... Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Yeah, proof it was him? Hmm? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. This one. Not that one. The bellboy. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man who you checked in with, who's most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Use your fears. Push her hard. This is it. It's now nothing. Time to do a little. No more playing dumb. If indeed it's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine. I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man. That felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red, white, and blue. The president of the information gathering conglomerate, Blue. Okay, so yeah, red, white, blue. There you go. Red, white. Information gathering. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? I wonder if there's a mod for this game where they have voice acting. It'll make it easier on me because like my throat's starting to like pay the price because I've never talked this much on stream. Or at least read this much. Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboys, affidavit discarded. Okay, so now that's discarded. Okay, so now we can move over to Blue Corp. Talk to him. September 7, Blue Corp Inc. CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably. Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporation expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordly challenge. What a fruitcake.
Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yeah, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Okay, let me present this to him. About this picture. Gorgeous. It's a picture of me. I see it was taken in the prime of my youth, about 10 years ago. He looks the exact same. The hotel bellboy says he saw this man on the night of the murder. On closer inspection, he does look a lot like me, but I'm afraid this is someone else. Nope, it's definitely not me. He's far too young. Okay, well, we discarded the other thing, so there's nothing else we can do. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp. Is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information as part of for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in Miss April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy stated on the record that he has remembered you very clearly. No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho. The police. The courts. To me, they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We're a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I built this business into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as the founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me, yes? What might that be? The big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point, is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney. Grudy burger. What? What the? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do then? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the court, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It's a world beyond your comprehension. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg. Yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you? Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Now go, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Okay, I got you. Go over to Grossberg. Gotta say, rune extremely fun. Alright, sounds good. If you want to play after, Josh, after I'm done with this, let me know. And then we can hop on. Do some competitive matches. Or if you want to play a way out, we can do that too. Whichever you prefer. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumping Josephs. Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all with me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really, what was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for a defense? I think I had the right to know. All right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Cup a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... I thought it was strange. Here was Mia, your own apprentice's little sister, in desperate need, accused of killing her own sister, no less, and you wouldn't take the case. I finally realized why. You and Red Wire are connected. He's blackmailing your lover, blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a big painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, tell me what happened. I can play a way out. Let's play a way out. If I can't, then Omega Strikers. Okay, got it. Let's see. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of these photographs, as you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. That gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to himself. Unable to do harm to himself, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Faye, indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating the murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did it all for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It was an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and came after me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you still wish to challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something on what she found. Got it. Okay. Well, thanks, Grossberg. I'm making my way back to her office. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Probably it's gonna be here. All the cases are The chief ever worked on our file here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's have a look. Which file should I look at? DL6, so A through I. Let's see if there's any A records that catches my eye. A, B, F, Missy Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, the lawyer who sold my mom's information for riches. The other was a man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who made his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops here. So Mia knew Grossberg. Interesting. There's still more. If I just go, what if I go through here? Nothing much here. Maybe I should skim through this. Skim. The biggest part here ends with S. Okay. She has a collection of S reports. I don't know if I should say that on stream, so I gotta be careful here. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing in mostly white. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he's involved in these. Yeah. Minecraft Minecraft. Why did I say Minecraft? Oh, Minecraft because like because I guess that's the term that I would use instead of, you know, the word. They Minecraft, you know, they Minecrafted. Sorry. I got a bit caught off there. White drove them all to. I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Okay. Got it. Okay, so this is all checked out now. Got it. He's truly evil. Okay. So now I go back to Blue Corp. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent? Okay. Let's see. I need to ask you about this. What's this? This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? This is an article describing the Minecrafting of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. I think my two mains right now are Rune and Estelle. Okay, nice. How many matches have you won today, Josh? Or have you just been, like, practicing? Let's see. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. 2 matches, nice. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had files filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the Minecraft cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing right now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office? Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. Wong. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on to you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office? We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. What? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this?
Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see? And thus, as a very important witness, I would say I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quite soon. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. This man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed and could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this is another one of those. Chief Prosecutor. I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they even make you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir? Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, Detention Center Visitors Room, 3:37 p.m. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right, Mr. Wright. Oh, my. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what happened to I don't believe it. How many people does this man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This is going too far, Mr. Wright. Please tell me. Is there anything I can do? Well... Defend me in court. Alright. You can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright. Huh? Leave it to me. I am Mia's sister after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Isn't it ghost powers that run in your blood? I had better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then, come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Alright, here we go. It's time. Times may change. Yet, with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day. Most would get the guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Okay, here it is. We're heading into the finale. We're almost at 3 hours, but we're gonna finish this strong. I didn't imagine that this case would actually take this long. We're gonna do it though. We're gonna finish this up. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Edgeworth. Prosecutor, Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have the... Wait, What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? Why can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait, your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. I don't think you can do that in reality. You cannot defend yourself like that. But it's Ace Attorney. Who cares? Who cares about what's accurate and what's not? September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Rookie lawyer versus someone who blackmails everyone. Let's see who wins. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we'll hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I'm pretty sure people can represent themselves. Maybe. I don't know. It feels weird though to do that because I feel like that's just a way to automatically lose. But whatever. The prosecution may call its witness. It went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. It's way more risky to defend yourself since a mistake is a lot more damaging. Yeah, that's probably the reason why. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Or your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear. Do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Do you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be, negatory. No, I do not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from up there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Okay, here we go. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly persifying. Okay, I definitely didn't read that right. I'm not good with English, guys. Or that's reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside.
A bedlam. Okay. Surprised, I turned to look across the building, or across the way. That was when I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, the man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and it was all over. That's tough. Okay, that's tough to figure out. If things occurred as you testify, I'm afraid the defendant's guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. Alright, we have to press a lot of his statements. How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always absolutely perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service at 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. So Miss May said 2. Press further. True. The bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he didn't see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer. Miss May received the coffee outside of the room. Of course he cannot see me. He would need x-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? I was quietly reading papers by the window. I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Let's go ahead and press this. A bedlam? That must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Okay, press this. So you're reading your papers until you heard that sound? Of course, I am no snoop, peeping out of the windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. That was when I saw him, a spiky-haired man. Alright, well, let's press this, I guess. Spiky-haired. Oh, okay. Press this. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Here we go. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked, but you ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? That contradicts with the evidence. Because it says here that the victim ran to the right. Yeah, that definitely contradicts. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. But here, it said the victim ran to the right. That is a contradiction. I'm presenting that.
Objection!
Wait right there, Mr. White. You've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix? Look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe you did really see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right. Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Because... here's the thing, right? Both are right. Because he is facing the direction of the window, right? Looking out towards the hotel. And April May is looking from the hotel into the window. In that case, because they're facing opposite directions, they would see, like, they move in the like, Mia would be moving in the same the direction that's based on their own perspective, if that makes sense, right? Because, like, to his perspective, she's moving left, but to April's perspective, she's moving right. So both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. Huh, I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime scene from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crimes from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law office of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Take that. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. This is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me realize, or made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Okay, let's see what we got this time. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. No, 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 no. I think what's wrong here is we hit, like, well, the autopsy says that it was died from a blow by a blunt object. I think we're trying to argue that, like, she only was hit once. One time, not two times. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? I don't think so. That does make sense. You'll be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay, here we go. Testimony was correct. That's fine. Went to the left, then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. Let's press that. What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that's all you need to know. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. This one. Press this one. Stop saying it was me.
but it was you.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, if you claim that it is not you, then show us proof. Okay. So I need evidence to show that like that it was done once. But does the autopsy report say that though?
Objection!
Okay, we got it. The music stopped. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this. Now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. Then, she turned and ran for the door. Then, you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay. I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. But there's no window here. How could you have seen it fall? Oh, you heard it fall, but...
Hold it!
Let me see this. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, it was the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over in the scene. Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged.
Objection!
Yeah. He's digging himself into a bigger hole. Yeah, because the reason why is because, look. The glass stand is not even in the frame. Like, so the light here is the viewpoint, right? He couldn't have seen that. That's being blocked by the wall here. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans, the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would have been able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. God. Mr. White? Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Your Honor? Your Honor, I... Miss Mia? Huh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White? I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said, you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? What does that have to do? Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. And when he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Earlier, didn't Mr. White say April worked alone? Maybe. Well, let's get through his statement first. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Okay, this is a very short one. So you saw this stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify it had fallen over. By the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. We're gonna have to press his statements. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. I entered the... okay. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May?
Objection!
Edgeworth, unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in Fay & Co.'s law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. I know Edgeworth, he's already ran a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to Fay & Co.'s law offices. And so place the wiretap. Okay. Why did you tap Mia's phone?
Objection!
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Okay, I'm gonna press every single one of his statements. You know something? Why did you know something so innocuous such as the light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess I made a lasting impact on it. Such a audacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Okay. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. There's nothing here I can use. Dang. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. Time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. What is going on? Hey, Phoenix. God, there's no way to greet an old friend? Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Oh. You're... Maya? Did you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that it was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya's channeling you, Mia. That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen, you've already won. Huh? You have that receipt and the court record, right? Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So, what do I have to do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. It looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. He couldn't have seen it then. Yeah, that makes sense. Because he said he was there the week before the murder, but she bought the light stand on September 4th. So how could he have seen it? September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Oh. Now what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you have to prove it. Right. Alright. So it is scripted. So it's scripted to where you have to you can't present anything. Because you have to get this evidence first. So you're scripted to kind of lose that situation. Alright. I didn't read the introduction to that. Alright. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to press judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay, here we go. There we go. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor? Would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Yo, he's losing it. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
What does Edward have this time, man? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot, it's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted this freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry to this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. Wright's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis on factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Phoenix will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with something or make something up. And after Mia showed up and helped me at all... Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia, Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? This is the people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is writing on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop. Desist. Halt. Please, stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. It was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that, if only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Let's go! No mistakes that time. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. Glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock. The office. I'll see you later. Chief, Mia. September 9, 9:02 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's not hard to think about that night. You came. Yeah, I was kind of worried that you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? What? You should see your face. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, do I look like my sister? Look like you were? I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix. Go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. Law offices, right? And who better but me? Mia Fay, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Mia here. Ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, this is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it weren't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. Law offices. It's got a nice ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Whoa. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. Let's go! We did it! We solved the case! Oh, dude, that took so long. We're 3.5 hours in. Oh, boy. Brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Samurai. Save progress. Okay. You have, okay, hold on, wait, you can't, wait, no, we can't play this. Whatever. Okay, we'll play the intro to this. Because it won't let me quit for some reason. The moon, no, Youth will be the last moon you'll ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Warrior sword gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Can I? Finally, okay. Okay, title screen. Yes. Okay, there we go. So, we finished Turnabout Sisters. That was a great case. I think we made one mistake like early, or no, we made two mistakes when we were trying to fight against April May, but against Mr. like Red White, we actually made no mistakes. So there you go. You know, we're getting better, and I'm excited about Turnabout Samurai. That looks like an interesting case, but yeah, we're like past our time here. 3.5 hours. I guess this makes up for yesterday's stream because yesterday was only 2 hours long. This is 3.5, so I guess in altogether, you get a total of maybe 6 hours, right? Something like that. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, all the acolytes for tuning into today's Ace Attorney or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy stream. If you guys enjoyed this stream, make sure to, of course, like, comment, subscribe, and if you would like to see more, make sure to let me know. So next week we're going to be coming in with Wuthering Waves on Saturday. Sunday, I'm not exactly sure yet. I still have to think about what we're going to be playing on Sunday, but Saturday for sure is going to be Wuthering Waves because it is going to get an update. Other than that, though, thank you so much once again for tuning in. Yeah. And I'll post the schedule tomorrow or Tuesday, whichever day I get to it. And then thumbnails, or not thumbnails, but I guess the waiting stream will be posted on Monday as well. So, yeah. thank you so much once again, and to all the new subscribers as well, and for Josh and RJ for tuning into today's stream as well. So thank you for doing that. But yeah, I'm going to call it a day, take a rest. You know, my voice has been kind of tested this stream. I'm gonna see if I could find like a mod that has voice acting in it, so I don't, or something that will read the lines for me instead of me having to read it, because otherwise my voice is gonna give out every time I do one of these streams. So yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys all later. See you next Saturday. Of course, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will catch everyone later. Take care, Acolytes. Have a good one.